FoSTaC, Food Safety Training and Certification. What is FoSTaC? Food Safety Training and Certification is a large-scale training and certification ecosystem for food business across the food value chain.
உணவு பாதுகாப்பு பயிற்சி மற்றும் சான்றிதழ் என்பது உணவு மதிப்பு சங்கிலி முழுவதும் உணவு வணிகங்களுக்கான ஒரு பெரிய அளவிலான பயிற்சி மற்றும் சான்றிதழ் சுற்றுச்சூழல் ஆகும்.
Persons successfully trained and certified under FoSTaC will be termed as Food Safety Supervisor (FSS).
FoSTaCின் கீழ் வெற்றிகரமாக பயிற்சி பெற்ற மற்றும் சான்றளிக்கப்பட்ட நபர்கள் உணவு பாதுகாப்பு மேற்பார்வையாளர்கள் என்று அழைக்கப்படுவார்கள்.
Is FoSTaC training mandatory? Fssai has made training mandatory for all central and state licensed FBOs under FSS Act October 6, 2017.
அக்டோபர் 6, 2017 அன்று FSS சட்டத்தின் கீழ் அனைத்து மத்திய மற்றும் மாநில உரிமை பெற்ற FBOக்களுக்கும் FSSகளுக்கும் பயிற்சியை கட்டாயமாக்கியுள்ளது.
Each food business operator exceeding specified headcount needs to have at least one trained and certified person in their business premises to ensure food safety.
ஒவ்வொரு உணவு வணிகமும் மற்றும் ஒவ்வொரு உணவு கையாளுபவர்களுக்கும் பயிற்சி பெற்ற மற்றும் சான்றளிக்கப்பட்ட உணவு பாதுகாப்பு மேற்பார்வையாளர்களை கொண்டிருக்க வேண்டும் என்று அறிவுறுத்தப்படுகிறது.
Why attend FoSTaC training? To understand the basic concept of food safety and hygiene, certificate from Fssai after successful completion of the training became a certified food safety supervisor.
உணவு பாதுகாப்பு மற்றும் சுகாதாரம் பற்றிய அடிப்படை கருத்தை புரிந்து கொள்ளுதல், பயிற்சியை வெற்றிகரமாக முடித்த பிறகு Fssaiயின் சான்றிதழ் பெறுதல், சான்றளிக்கப்பட்ட உணவு பாதுகாப்பை மேற்பார்வையாளர் ஆக்குதல்.
What is the use of FoSTaC? Food Safety Training and Certification is an initiative by FSSAI whereby food safety trainings are conducted for target groups in the food business to maximize knowledge and awareness of food safety regulations and policies to ensure food safety and hygiene.
உணவு பாதுகாப்பு பயிற்சி மற்றும் சான்றிதழ் FoSTaC என்பது Fssaiயின் ஒரு முயற்சி ஆகும். இதன் மூலம் உணவு வணிகத்தில் ஈடுபடுபவர்களுக்கு உணவு பாதுகாப்பு விதிமுறைகள் மற்றும் உணவு பாதுகாப்பு மற்றும் சுகாதாரத்தை உறுதி செய்வதற்கான கொள்கைகள் பற்றிய அறிவு மற்றும் விழிப்புணர்வை அதிகரிக்க உணவு பாதுகாப்பு பயிற்சிகள் நடத்தப்படுகின்றன.
Our courses: Basic level course,
அடிப்படை பயிற்சி;
Advanced level course,
அட்வான்ஸ் பயிற்சி;
Special level course,
சிறப்பு பயிற்சி.
Basic level course. Basic level certification are meant for petty food business. Duration of each basic course is 5 hours. Courses are street food vending, catering, manufacturing, storage and transport, and retail and distribution.
அடிப்படை நிலை சான்றிதழ் சிறு உணவு வணிகத்திற்கானது. ஒவ்வொரு அடிப்படை பாடத்தின் காலமும் 5 மணி நேரம். படிப்புகள்: தெரு உணவு விற்பனை, கேட்டரிங் உற்பத்தி, சேமிப்பு அண்டு போக்குவரத்து மற்றும் சில்லறை விநியோகம்.
Advanced level course. Advanced courses and certification are state and central licensed food business. Duration of each course is of 7 hours.
மேற்பட்ட படிப்புகள் மற்றும் சான்றிதழ் மாநிலம் மற்றும் மத்திய உரிமம் பெற்ற உணவு வணிகத்திற்கானவை. ஒவ்வொரு பாடத்தின் காலமும் 7 மணி நேரம்.
Courses are catering, manufacturing, processing, storage and transport, retail and distribution.
கேட்டரிங் உற்பத்தி, செயலாக்கம், சேமிப்பு மற்றும் போக்குவரத்து மற்றும் சில்லறை மற்றும் விநியோகம்.
Special level course. Special course have been developed for high risk food business or the food business which requires special attention. Duration of special course is of 9 hours.
விரைவில் கெட்டுப்போகக்கூடிய உணவு வணிகம் அல்லது சிறப்பு கவனம் தேவைப்படும் உணவு வணிகத்திற்காக சிறப்பு பாடத்திட்டம் உருவாக்கப்பட்டுள்ளது. சிறப்பு பாடத்தின் காலம் 9 மணி நேரம்.
Causes are milk and milk products, animal, meat and meat products, poultry, meat and meat products, fish and fish products, packaged water and water-based beverages, bakery level 1, bakery level 2, edible oil and fat health supplements and nutraceuticals.
பால் மற்றும் பால் பொருட்கள், விலங்கு இறைச்சி மற்றும் இறைச்சி பொருட்கள், கோழி இறைச்சி மற்றும் இறைச்சி பொருட்கள், மீன் மற்றும் மீன் பொருட்கள், பேக்கேஜ் செய்யப்பட்ட நீர் மற்றும் நீர் சார்ந்த பானங்கள். பேக்கரி நிலை 1. பேக்கரி நிலை 2, சமையல் எண்ணெய் மற்றும் கொழுப்பு, சுகாதார துணை பொருட்கள் மற்றும் ஊட்டச்சத்துக்கள்.
எல்லோருக்கும் வணக்கம். GIER ஃபவுண்டேஷன்ல இருந்து இன்னைக்கு இந்த பேசிக் ட்ரைனிங் கிராசரிஸ் கண்டக்ட் பண்றோம். ட்ரைனர் நேம் வந்து மிஸ்டர் முகில் குப்தா. அவர் வந்து இங்கிலீஷ்ல அவர் வந்து இங்கிலீஷ்ல ட்ரைனிங் எடுப்பாரு. சலீம் சார் உங்களுக்கு எல்லாத்தையுமே கிளியரா எக்ஸ்பிளைன் பண்ணுவாரு. நீங்க எல்லாருமே வந்து ஆன்லைன்ல இருக்கிறீங்கன்னு நம்புறேன். சோ எல்லாருமே ட்ரைனிங்க வந்து லிசன் பண்ணுங்க. மிஸ்டர் முகில் குப்தா இஸ் a ட்ரைனர். சலீம் சார் உங்களுக்கு எல்லாருக்குமே டிரான்ஸ்லேட் பண்ணுவாரு. கிளாஸ் ஸ்டார்ட் ஆயி Yes sir, you can start. Till Salim I will explain in Tamil, no problem. You start sir.
Wonderful.
Yeah.
So we have 3 types of license. One is registration, and second is state license, and third is central license. Registration is for those people who are having turnover of up to 12 lakh per year, and state for from 12 lakh to 20 crore, and central for 20 crore and above. So this is types of license as well as FSSA registration. So I believe that today we are having this training for the people who are having registration moreover. So what are the documents required for registration? Number 1, Form A, that is now online. So we can go online and do the registration. And second one is passport size photo, address proof, copy of photo ID like driving license, passport, ration card, and then declaration form, right? This is the copy of declaration form, and in the declaration form it is mentioned that I will follow all rules and regulations. Those are set by FSSAI, and I would be accordingly running my business.
Okay, இது participants எல்லாரும் லைன்ல இருக்கீங்களா? ஓகே, இப்போ சார் வந்து உங்களுக்கு பேசிக்கா வந்து என்ன டைப் ஆஃப் 3 டைப்ஸ் ஆஃப் லைசன்ஸ் சொல்லியிருக்காரு, எந்த மாதிரி லைசன்ஸ் எடுக்கணும்ன்றது சொல்லியிருக்காரு. பிளஸ் அடுத்து அந்த FSSai லைசன்ஸ் அப்ளை பண்றதோட ஃபார்ம் எப்படி இருக்கும், நம்ம எப்படி அப்ளை பண்ணணும் FSSai ரூல்ஸ் பேஸ் பண்ணி அப்படிங்கறதான் இப்போ சார் நமக்கு சொன்னாரு. எஸ் சார், யூ கண்டினியூ சார்.
Right. So I have muted everyone, and
yes, now you continue sir.
Right. So always display your license in cash counter as well as display food safety display board also. And in the food safety display board, please mention your firm name and your contact detail as well as. Now, in the retail shop, we have 2 things to follow every time. Number 1, keep safe food product. Those all products which are safe should only be kept. Right? Keep only safe food product. And second, keep all products safely. Right? So in FSSAI license, there is one thing that is called Schedule 4. All licensing conditions are mentioned in Schedule 4, which are called schedule for compliances. These all are the legal rules which need to be followed, right? So you need to follow these all rules, and we will talk about all rules, all management you can do in this training session. So what is the need of this training session? Why you are here? Because you get license, but you never get knowledge how to keep your food products safely. And might be you get the knowledge, you have some experience, but you do not get authentic knowledge, right? Which is about the FSSAI rules, guidelines, and all. Right? So please take full benefit and get all the information. The first purpose of this training is to give you understanding and knowledge of Fssai rule and regulation. Second, help you understand how to implement food safety measures effectively in a shop, in a godown, in a warehouse, and shop and all. Now here are three things that are basic to understand. These are definitions from Food Safety Act only. Who is called food business operator? Food business operator is a person by whom the business is carried, and he is responsible for ensuring the compliance of acts, rules, and regulation. Right? So anyone can do food business, but the person has to take license or have to do a Fssai registration, and he need to follow all act, rules, and regulation. Then he would be legally food business operator. What is food safety? Food safety is an assurance that food is acceptable for human consumption according to its intended use. That does mean whenever any consumer is buying any food from your shop, he must be assured, he must be of trust that whatever he is buying from your shop is safe, will not cause any health issue. Because we also visit so many shops and buy something, we visit some hotel, restaurant, then you also need to get some assurance that whatever you are consuming is safe for your consumption. So this assurance, this trust is called food safety, that whatever is being given to the consumer is safe according to its intended use. So every FBO has to maintain this assurance, and FSSAI makes sure that you follow all rules and regulations. Number 3, what is adulterant? Adulterant means any material that could be mixed or employed with the food that will make food unsafe, substandard, or misbranded, or containing extraneous matter. So that is called adulterant, milawat. Right? So these are 3 definitions in Food Safety Act, and we need to understand them very effectively. So, ma'am, I move forward. Ma'am. So what are the legal liabilities of every food business operator? So I'll talk about basic liabilities that all food business operator, all shopkeeper, all people who are having any kind of food business, who are done doing any retail shops business. So I believe everyone here is having certain shop and they do business of general food items and sell them. So what are the legal liabilities? Number one, no expired product. No expired product would be kept in your shop. You cannot sell any food item that is expired or its use by date has gone. Number one. Number two, do not handle or store food item in unhygienic conditions. If you are storing or handling any food items in unhygienic conditions, then you are not following rules. Number three, any misbranded duplicate item. Number three, any food product where manufacturer is not identifiable, means the food product is not having name of company, not having name of company as well as address. So all food packet must have name and address. Number three, four and fifth one is here. If you are receiving or keeping any food item with your knowledge of being unsafe, means you know that this food item is not safe for your customer, but you are keeping it for any purpose, but you're keeping it for sale, then you are not following Fssai law. And there are two more things. You cannot sell loose oil. You cannot sell loose grinded spices. Right? So there are certain basic and rule we to follow every time. So I believe that this information has been properly taken by you. Ma'am, Salim or you, please repeat this legal liabilities to everyone in the Tamil language. So what are the reasons of food poisoning? There are certain reasons. I'm talking specifically about shops. Any unsafe food product, adulteration, and non-hygienic conditions. These are three reasons of food poisoning. So food safety, as we have spoken, is an assurance that food is acceptable for human consumption as per its intended use. And for that, FSSAI logo has to be put on every food product packet and with the license number of the manufacturer. Now there are certain things, a whole lot of things, which if they are mixed in with the food, then the food will become hazardous. So that is called whatever that will cause any harm to food consumer. If I am consuming something and if certain things are there mixed unknowingly by mismanagement, then it would be under the food safety hazard. So many. So all food safety hazards are covered in three major categories. What are those? Number one, physical. Physical hazard. Physical hazard means any object that can be seen, touched, and can be separated out from the food item. And they are lifeless objects. We generally call them foreign matters. So that is under the physical category of physical hazard. So, and second one is biological. Biological means any organism, any creature, any being that has life, living or dead, whichever. So, for example, insect, flies, rat, mice, or you can say mosquito, cockroaches, lizard, spiders, so many. Then there are certain which cannot be seen with your eyes, naked eyes. These are bacteria and viruses. You might have not seen coronavirus with your eyes, might have seen in the picture, but it is doing whole lot of havoc all around the world. So this is one thing. And third one is chemical. Chemical means any chemical from any source. If it is there in the food item, then it will cause food safety hazard. So as I said, physical is any unwanted substance in the food. Biological means bacteria, virus, insect, or rodent. And chemical can be any chemical substance or pesticides. So now the question is, from where these all food safety hazards will come? Let's see. And what are the types? So here is certain example, more example of physical hazard, like stapler pen, foil, aluminum foil or its pieces, plastic pieces, disposable pieces, thread, band-aid, hair or fingernail. There can be around 30,000 food safety hazards. Those are physical hazard only. Any object can be anyone, right? So this is, and biological hazards example, virus, parasites, insects, fungus, molds, rodent, birds, pets, likewise. Bacteria are primary reason for any food spoilage or unhygienic condition, right? So what could be the reasons for bacterial growth? Food, moisture, warmth, time. For example, if something is rotting, for example, you have bought 10 kg of tomatoes, and that 10 kg of tomato, 2 or 3 tomatoes are rotten, means they are having bacteria. So bacteria are also living being. They need food to survive. They need certain temperature to survive, and they of course need some moisture and time to grow. So if we are giving them any of these conditions, then what will happen? There would be whole lot of growth of bacteria, and more food will get contaminated. For example, all 10 kg tomatoes will rotten within some time. So we should not give any these kind of conditions to stop the growth of bacteria. From where chemical hazards can come? Toxic metals, insecticides, cleaning products and sanitizers, equipment lubricant, chemical food additive, packaging material, and remains from the packaging material. So these are the major chemical hazards sources. If you are spraying any insecticides where food is open, if food is kept in open containers or open bags, then what will happen? It will get chemical hazards into that. So let's say one example, if any food sample is taken from your shop, what will happen? If any food sample is taken from your shop, then it would be sent for testing in FSSAI lab. So in the FSSAI lab, they will check what? Of course, if there is any physical hazard, if there is any piece of metal, glass, or something else, that can be easily visible. You can also see that if the packaging is transparent. And then in the lab, there would be certain tests to check if there are certain bacteria, there are certain parasites, likewise, or might be insect or something in your food item. And third, chemical. If there is any kind of chemical in your food, right? So if you are keeping any food item that might be contaminated or not safe, I request you to please keep a close watch. If you see something is doubtful, please do not keep in your shops, and accordingly please inform respective food safety officer in your city, right? So do not keep any food item that get failed. Though certain things are beyond your control, like manufacturers, food product are there, but primarily if they are taken from a shop, then there would be one witness party that is called you. Now, apart from these three food safety hazards, there's one more thing. What is that? That one more thing is called allergens. Allergens are not injurious to everyone. They are not injurious to everyone because everyone is not food allergy sensitive. Might be I am having allergy with the milk, you are not having. So it is not commonly hazardous to everyone. But there are certain allergens. FSSAI has declared 8 allergens. If those are any in a food item, then customer must be informed. Why I'm telling you all this? Because if some customer is asking for, please give me a namkeen snacks that should not be made in peanut oil or soybean oil, free from peanut or soybean oil, the consumer wants. And you are saying, okay, take it. It does not have soybean oil or peanut oil. You would not get any harm. And by chance, if it is there, it was there in the label. So consumer trust you. Either you say them to read label yourself or give them the product after you are totally assured. If you are selling something eggless, that must be absolutely eggless. If you are selling something that does not contain any dairy product, it should be absolute zero dairy product in the same. And if you are not sure, please ask customer to read themselves about the label and make decisions themselves. And keep in the, if you are keeping any allergens, then please keep them in a covered space, especially like wheat flour or maida, fine wheat flour. If you are keeping them, please keep them covered. Do not keep them open. And about the customer awareness, please pay attention to customers' demand and suggest suitable product only. Now, what could be the possible reasons in food shop, food kirana shop or retail shop? What could be the reasons of food spoilage? There could be n number. There are certain numbers we are talking here. if you are keeping food items in non-food grade containers, if you are keeping food items in non-food grade containers, the food will get spoiled. If the maintenance is not up to the mark, it's not okay, then the food will get spoiled. If there is improper hygiene, there is unhygienic condition, something is getting rotten, something is spoiled, and you are not cleaning it effectively. In that case, if you are not following stock rotation, what is stock rotation? If you are not selling those items first, which are currently expiring, their expiry date is near. So if you are not following FIFO, if you are not segregating, if you are not segregating your food items as per the requirement, like veg, non-veg, chemical based food product item, non-chemical based, and temperature. If you are not maintaining proper or enough temperature for food items in that case, and if you are using packaging material that is of not food grade, if you are using anything to pack which is not food grade, in that case, and pest, there are cockroaches, rats, flies, mosquitoes, spider, cobweb in a shop. In that case, food item will always get spoiled. Right? So these are the basics of the food safety that I have spoken, that I've told you, everyone. Now we'll cover specifically about your shop. What should be there in the shop, which location you need to choose, what kind of racks you need to have, what kind of floors cleaning, everything I will cover. So if you have some question so far, you can ask, and might be I can answer the questions before moving to the next module.